Welcome to Awesome Sauce, the show where Yes TV staff takes a break from work to try some hot sauces and have some conversation. Today's topic is pet peeves. We all have them, those little things that people do that just drive us crazy. What are some of your pet peeves?
Spoilers. People who spoil things, like movies, TV shows. And it's not just when people tell you about a movie before you've seen it. It's when you're watching a movie with someone and they've already seen it but you haven't. And then they'll say things like, oh, this part's really funny. It's so annoying.
That's even worse because they know you haven't seen it. It's different if you accidentally spoil something, but to be watching a movie with a person and go like, she's gonna die.
Well, no, but like, you know when something's like scary or like they're like, oh, this is so funny, you gotta watch, just to make sure you don't miss it. But it doesn't matter if it's accidental or if it's on purpose, it's still so annoying.
One of my pet peeves is slow walkers.
On an escalator or?
No, okay, one of my pet peeves is people who walk on escalators.
Whoa. Left you walk, right you stand.
Whole escalator, you stand. The stairs, the point of an escalator
is to go faster.
To go quicker.
Escalator.
Stop. The point of an escalator is stairs that walk for you.
That's an elevator, my friend. An escalator gets you to where you need to go just that little bit quicker.
Although, the ones in the airport, the flat ones, where you feel like you're walking so fast.
Yeah. Now, do you walk or do you?
I do like that.
For me, it's like people clicking their nails.
Wait, like
it just
doing this?
grosses me out. Either picking things out of it and flicking it around or like making that sound. And I'm
The
like,
fake nails? The acrylic nails?
the acrylic ones especially. Just like people clipping their nails like on the bus or like on the train. I'm like,
that's
clean up after yourself, man.
that crosses a line. For me, it's people who are driving and don't use a signal.
Yes.
I find it's like the epitome of laziness.
I saw a meme, obviously I don't agree with this, but it was like, my dad says he doesn't use his turn signal because it's nobody's business where he's going.
What?
I want to go. It's my road. I do what I want to do.
So our first sauce of the day has quite the name. It is called In Antarctica.
Okay.
Which I feel like it's gonna do the opposite. Hot sauces do the opposite
That's
of freeze your bum.
probably the funny
Maybe you're gonna want to do that to yourself
picture.
to take care of the heat.
Is a guy cooling down his bottom.
See?
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I envision. Well,
So,
I like that. It's not very hot.
Ooh,
It's pretty mild.
drip.
it actually is pretty good.
It's very similar to a Tabasco
Yeah,
or a
it's
Crystal cayenne sauce. Meh.
The best I've had in a while. Really, just
The
mint.
best?
I feel like it's safe. It's too safe for me. I'm a little more danger.
exactly.
The title's a little deceiving. Maybe that's why I'm so happy, because I thought that it was going to be very hot.
All right, let's rank it out of 10 yeses. In Antarctica.
I think I'm going to give it a 9. I really liked it.
Wow.
No, but it had just enough flavor and just enough kick.
I felt it was lacking in the kick for me. I needed a little more, but the flavor's good. So I'd say 6.
I will give this one a 4 because I liked it, but it was boring and it doesn't make me want to go back to have more.
I really like that. I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. That was a very, very good sauce for me. All right, so we.
That's in the blooper.
All right, so we talked about our pet peeves. What are things that we do that annoy other people? What can we admit to?
I play devil's advocate a lot. Sometimes someone will tell me something and I don't even care to challenge them on what they're saying, but it'll just happen naturally. Like I always just have something to say to refute their
You're a
opinion,
lawyer.
but sometimes I feel like I should have been a lawyer.
You're gonna hate this. I bite my nails, and it's that I don't just bite the nail, I bite the skin around the nail. And people.
Kind of gross.
I'm kind of similar. I always show my wife, like, look what I've done recently.
Does that bother her?
Yes, especially when she sees that, like, it's to the point where the nail's gone down, or if I've
You're bleeding.
it's bleeding. It's just like such a terrible habit.
For me, because I like speaking a lot, I'm a chatterbox, as you probably haven't noticed. And I like to help people along. So if they're like, oh, like I was at that place, and they're trying to find a word, I'll just replace it for them. Sometimes they're like, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Cause
And sometimes they're like, oh, that's annoying.
yeah, sometimes they're like, okay, can I just finish? So
You guys didn't see what I did there.
I saw that. I don't think people really got it.
Okay, so our second sauce today is called Venomous Maximus. Firewalker sauce.
Chuck Norris approved.
Yeah.
You really decided what piece you wanted.
I like that. What is that flavor? feel like I ask that after every sauce.
It tastes like they put a bunch of random flavors together and called it a sauce.
I feel like there's one main undernote,
Yeah.
or like I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
it is,
agree.
but I don't think I like it.
Well, we have the bottle. Worcestershire sauce.
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
what you can
no,
very much taste the
I'm
Worcestershire
not a fan.
sauce. It's extremely mild.
Yeah,
I took
there's
a
no-
big dip
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
There's not.
No kick, no bite.
I guess that's just preparing us for.
That was being
next.
nice to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's rank it. The Venomous Maximus, and the name is
Yeah.
way too awesome
Too much
for
for
Yeah.
Too
it's
elaborate.
too bold for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
actual. I'm gonna give it a 5 because it's just meh.
I think I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'll give it a 3 because again, it's not something that I would ever think about twice.
I'm gonna go 3 as well. I wouldn't want it again, but it wasn't like. Okay, so we talked about our pet peeves and then what we do to annoy other people. Let's flip it. What are little things that people do that might not make everybody happy, but that you just love? So we're gonna call these anti-pet peeves.
I like when people give me little pet names or nicknames. Oh Riri, oh Nene, oh like I just think
Yeah,
it's
for
cute.
sure.
I like it. I feel like we're like that.
Well, you feel cared for, which is like one of mine is when someone says bless you when I sneeze. It's something so simple, but like it makes you feel like cared for. Like it's so weird when you're sitting next to someone and they sneeze and then you don't say bless you or I don't know, no one acknowledges it. I feel very
I don't
cared
like
for.
that.
Really?
If I sneeze and it's at work, and so I've interrupted people or in class or something, I don't want more attention brought to the sneeze. I just want everybody to move on. So when people bless you, then it's like now they've interrupted their
No,
work day.
I love it.
I don't like that.
It's politeness. It's proper etiquette.
For me, it's the idea of someone actually being attentive, genuinely attentive to asking a question and caring about what your response is. And in today's day and age with social media, where especially text,
Yeah.
brutal. It can take an hour or two before someone gets back to you. Really, how much do you care? So the idea that you're actually saying, oh, making eye contact and being actually just genuine about it, I think is important, especially in today's day.
So our final sauce is the hottest sauce we've had so far on this show. It is the famous BLAIR'S Sudden Death sauce. So this might be our last episode if this label holds true. Instead of dunking it because it's so hot, we are gonna dab it onto the chicken itself. So if everybody wants to grab a chicken,
Do we have to?
Oh!
Maybe we should just
Here,
like
yeah, you
dab
wanna-
one.
everybody dip in my chicken.
Dip in my chicken.
Dip in my chicken.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Get through it together.
You allow the sauce to touch your tongue?
Yeah, I put it straight down on my tongue.
That might have been a mistake.
But I want it. I'm in this. I'm doing
In
this.
it to win it. Ooh, ooh.
Oh my gosh.
It's like
It's like numbing. It's like an instant
like a-
number.
It's like an anesthesia.
Yeah. All of a sudden I can't feel
That
my
was the
mouth
word.
anymore.
I'm ready for a dental surgery.
Am I supposed to feel numb?
I barely taste flavor.
It's just heat. All right, so let's rank it. The BLAIR'S Sudden Death sauce out of 10 yeses.
To be honest, I'm gonna give it a 1 because I don't like to be scared when I eat my food, and I was terrified trying that.
I think I'll give it a 1 as well, just because I like flavor in my food, not just a numb tongue with no flavor at all.
I'm gonna go with a 4, but I'm gonna do that because it's actually a hot sauce. Unlike the bleepity bleep Antarctica bleepity bleep that we had before that didn't really live up to its name.
I will give it a 1 as well. Ultimately, just there's nothing good about it. And my tongue is stinging, so. Alright, so that's it for this episode of Awesome Sauce. We talked about our pet peeves and then also our anti-pet peeves, things that we love. Comment below, let us know what just drives you nuts that people do or just that happens in your life. And then the opposite, what do you love? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every Wednesday, new sauces, new topics. You don't want to miss it. Thanks.